Alright guys, so we are here. This is Ninja Andrew and
Ninja Misty.
And we're here to bring you an episode on how to use the Central City Trinket, because somebody wants to know, one of our loyal ninja fans.
And actually that loyal ninja fan's name is Spear, so we want to thank you, Spear, for giving us an idea for another episode.
Woohoo! Alright, so do you want to start us out, Ninja Misty?
Oh, why, I would...
Ninja Princess Misty?
I would love to, Ninja Andrew. Alright guys, hopefully you know how to get to Central City by now. As you can see over there, it says Inner Watchtower. In the heroes side of things, you're going to find it through the tech wing. You go down into the hangar. And on the villain side of things, do you remember where it is in the Hall of Doom, Ninja Andrew?
It's in the hangar as well, I believe. It's a tech wing. It's also in the lowest...
The lowest
possible
level, kind of over to the right, if I...
That's right. It's as far away from the center of the Hall of Doom as possible.
Exactly. Except you're going to be down on that side of the town when you come in, but you're still going to have your little souvenir store. And this is where you are going to find your Central City trinkets. You have...
The fastest man alive.
Right. You have these 4 boxes, and actually it's a little bit difficult to see the symbols on the front of them. This one back here is for the controller. The one Ninja Andrew is standing on is healer. Then you have your tank box, and you have DPS. This is going to contain the Central City suit, and it's also going to contain the trinket, weapon, rings, just, all things Central City. But right now we're focusing on the trinket.
That's right.
So what I'm going to do, because I play this character primarily as a DPS, I already have my DPS trinket, but I do have a healer suit. So I am going to throw around some of my marks and purchase one.
Woohoo!
Just make sure that you're clicking on the box that you hopefully want to get gear from according to your role. So just pay attention to that. And where is this trinket? Weapons. Gear. Oh, there we go. I went right past it. The Medic's Compartment trinket. So you can see it's 700 marks of triumph. At my level, that's not really that big of a deal, but when you're coming up, excuse me, that'll take you a little bit to save up for it.
That's right.
And the first time you activate it, you'll get a feat just for activating it. So, I mean, that's worth the price alone right there, right?
That's right. Do you want to just use yours here, or do we want to demonstrate them as we do it?
We can demonstrate them as we do it. That way we don't have to wait for it to recharge. We can talk about that.
Okay, do we want to come over here in our little dueling spot?
Dueling? Oh,
I don't know.
Good Lord. All right. We figured the best way that we could kind of talk about these and show you some of the effects was just to use them against each other in a duel. That way it makes a little more sense than just standing here blamming on about it. So...
That's right, just for some of the effects. But do we want to show them, each of them individually first?
Okay, what do you mean individually?
So then each of the moves, you show them...
Oh, sure.
Maybe, a cycle on the square moves, and I'll show them a cycle on the triangle, and... let's do, just solidly...
Sure.
You show them shields and healing.
And actually, let me change from the DPS one in my loadout, put in the new healer one, because the one thing that's unique about the healer trinket is that it throws shields on your group instead of just you. So I will activate it and put on, I guess, my long johns. And then you are going to activate it again. Hold square is going to pull up the shield. If I activate again and I tap square, it's going to... You saw all the electricity kind of pop around me. That's a healing move. It gives you a burst heal.
The car horn sound effect is not part of the game.
No. If you experience that, it's just a coincidence.
Yeah. So those two moves are available off of square. So, like, you activate I guess, like, it's a little hard for me to show, but, like, I'm going to take off my trinket belt, and I'm just going to, like, throw the trinket in individually.
Okay. And while you're doing that, I'll say there is a cooldown time on this trinket. You will know that it's reset because you'll have like these little electric lines that will appear around you. If you try to activate it before it is cooled down, this will happen to you.
That's right. I'm just going to activate my trinket right here, guys, and I'm going to show you the 2 moves that are available off of triangle when you hit it. So I'm going to activate the trinket one time to get it going. Then I hit it again, and I can tap triangle. Oops. Sorry. Tapping triangle should do the hand blaster move. So I'm going to try it again here. And the hand blasters reach for quite a distance ahead of me as well. And I can do them for quite some time. And this is a good move to do if you're like burning down an enemy, you just want DPS. And then I also have, if I can do it one more time, if I hold triangle after activating, this does a move that like stuns and lifts enemies up into the air. Actually, the hand blasters will lift enemies up into the air as well. But the other one will hit like an area of effect and will hit probably, I think, up to like 5 enemies. So it's a very effective one against like mobs and groups and stuff like that. So
it is.
I guess.
Well,
go ahead.
And what I was going to say is what you'll find when you're activating these trinkets based on your role, in addition to these moves that you pull off, it's going to boost your stats just like any other trinket would.
Right.
It's going to, I imagine for Troller, you're going to increase your Vite healing, you get more resto. The DPS one here, let me take a look and see exactly what it says. It's going to might and precision, and then I imagine tank it'd probably be what, like dominance?
Dominance and I think strength or defense,
sure.
Something like that, you know.
So just keep that in mind because you are getting that boost in addition to being able to use these moves. And this is one of the trinkets that you can use in PvP.
That's right. Very good trinket to use in PvP. So actually, let's show them. I'm going to challenge you to a do-do-do-do-do.
Oh, God.
3, 2.
I'm not even sure if it reset yet.
I choose you, Pikachu.
Oh, Lord help. Let's see. Ah, look at that.
Yeah. Misty's move was super effective.
Not really. And see, if you're using it in PvP, you want to pay attention to that because doing that to yourself accidentally could be the difference between being alive and being dead. Because
That's
while
right.
you're stunned and having to break out of that, somebody's going to be there in your face doing
That's
this.
Right. Oh, no.
I'm just kidding.
No, totally.
And another thing, like on this character, I'm electricity, so I call them jazz hands, so I could throw jazz hands on myself, then throw my trinket, and that's going to give it an extra boost. Just like in Quantum, when you can throw the jazz hands on, I'm sure you guys could tell me all the powers that have jazz hands, but
we used to play together, and Misty would throw jazz hands on me, and I was playing as mental. So I'd do mental mass hallucination with the OMAC trinket and jazz hands. And yeah, it's a pretty good combination when you have like 3 or 4 pets out as well.
the good old days.
Back before they nerfed everything.
I don't know what people thought was unfair about that.
Yeah, I know, right? Like,
Okay, so mine just reset. So I'm coming for you. I'm going to throw my jazz hands on. I'm going to throw my trinket. And then that shows you the hold triangle. And it showed, well, oh, whoops, it showed me killing Ninja Andrew real quick. Sorry.
No, that's fine. I'm going to try to duel you again quickly enough so you can throw it again.
And let's see. I'll throw just the hand blasters this time.
So you can see, and you can see it knocks me up in the air there
I'll
as
stop
well.
so I don't kill you.
I can take a goal here.
Okay, and let's see if I can throw it one more time. And what you can do is you can do the hand blasters, and then you can hold triangle, and it'll throw the fist up in the air. for like a finishing combo. I feel all like Mortal Kombat when I do that. Finish him.
Just destroyed me.
Aw.
No mercy.
So, I mean, you can see, now obviously, we're standing here, you know, not fighting one another and just demonstrating this. It's a little bit different when you're engaged in a full fight, obviously. But it's definitely a trinket that I think you need to have in your arsenal.
Just tap triangle at me to knock me out of the, there we go. Okay. Now, I don't know if mine's recharged yet, but I'm going to try throwing it again. Oh, no.
Has to be close, though.
Yeah. Oh, well, there we go.
Oh, there we go. Perfect.
Okay, so I'm going to try throwing the other double combo here of the heal-shield combo.
Let me damage you about halfway down so they can see how much it heals you.
Sure.
So I'll just throw...
Just throw some... well, careful.
There we go. That's good, don't you think?
Yeah,
okay.
I'll throw it from... So I tap it, and I'll tap square, and then hold square, and that heals and shields me all in one move. Now if I tap it again, that's thrown all of my power out in order to do that combo. So I get no more moves. I could have, in theory, chosen to throw one shield and then throw a triangle combo, or two shields or two heals separately, or some sort of combination of those things. But to throw a direct heal-shield combo, that uses up all of your power in order to do that.
And
because it's fairly effective, you know.
What you can also find, if you have your weapon socket filled from your base mods with absorption adapter that throws the shield on you, a lot of times when I'm throwing the hold triangle move from the flash trinket, all of a sudden the shield will pop around me from doing that damage. So that's a nice little bonus too, because it helps to keep you from being broken out of that. Now, if you are knocked out, like if I throw my fist up in the air and I get knocked back, I can throw it again. It's like it gives you that kind of reset. It used to not be that way, but they changed that somewhere along the little DCUO journey.
Yeah. So just so nobody's confused, I'm just going to run down like the complete list of all the moves you can do again, just to make sure that we've covered everything. So we've got, there's the heal move with tap square, there's the shield move with hold square, there's the hand blasters with tap triangle, and there's the fist in the air with hold triangle. Then you can combine the heal and the shield together, and you combine the hand blasters and the hold the fists in the air together. If you are doing a combined heal shield, you can only do it once. If you do it separately, you can do two heals or two shields. If you're doing the hand blasters separately, you can do it 3 times. If you're doing it to hold your fists in the air, you can do it 3 times. Which is probably the most amount of damage that you can get out of it, is those 3 times, and just to damage. But then you can combine those together to do a hand blaster, hold fists in the air, or some type of a combo of like a shield and then that, or a heal and then that. So, just so that hopefully that, clarifies it, even though it's still really complicated.
It's not once you start using it, though. The biggest thing is just to pay attention. It does take it a little while to recharge, and you can clearly see from looking down at my HUD, it does not give you an indication of when. You just have to watch for that electricity to pop around you. It doesn't give you the little countdown like your trinkets normally would for some mysterious reason. Why, DC? Why do you do that?
I wish it would just have a little counter.
See, there we
You go.
Absolutely.
So do you want to demo some more combos? I guess we could end the battle and you could show them that it throws the shield on both of us. Or did we do that already? I guess we did that at the beginning.
Well, we'll have to show that when we're not dueling.
Well, do I?
Sure.
Okay.
Let me make sure that I've got the healer one in. Yes.
You win.
Okay. So I will throw this.
Oh. Are you in DPS role? That's probably why.
Ah, okay. Well, will it let me switch roles? Let's see if that makes a difference. Yep.
There we go.
So just make sure if you're using the healer trinket that you are in healer role if you want to shield your group in the epic shield.
And remember that works in PvP, and if you use it correctly, you can throw out that move twice to your group. So that's essentially like 8 shields, I guess, that it throws. So 4 throws a shield out to 4 members twice. So not a bad combination in PvP.
Right. Let's see. I thought it shielded the whole group.
Well, maybe it does, but I don't know if... I know certain things are supposed to work on the whole group now, but I don't know if they ever updated the flash trinkets.
I thought that it always did, though, when I used it back in the day. But...
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. It's going to shield number 1, which is you. So if you're the healer,
right.
That's the most important thing because you're keeping everybody alive.
That's right.
So, yay.
And then for like everybody else, DPS, trollers, I guess tank would probably want to throw shield on themselves as well, just to mitigate damage. And like I guess they could throw the heal to themselves, which is pretty good.
Right.
For PvP. And then like trollers, I guess they're expecting you to use the hand blasters, but the hand blasters not the greatest for PvP, but great for PvE. Like if you're trying to burn down a boss really quickly. Just special tip of the day: if you're in FOSS 3 and your dominance is high enough, and you use the hand blasters on the white and gold sentries, you can lift them off the ground and bring them to where you are. So you're going to want to roll away from them once you've brought them to where you are, but you can like bring them to the back of the room very quickly if you're using the hand blasters move on them. So, and then run away, you know.
So just watch out before you pull a big old sentry on your face.
That's right.
And then say, but Ninja Andrew told me to. No, he's telling you to run away if you do that. Run
That's
away.
Right. But for like everybody else, like best moves to start getting used to is probably, like, besides shield and heals, is to get this float. The hold in the air, and you can see it charges up for quite some time, and you can throw that 3 times in a row and do a whole ton of damage, and stun and lift up an entire group of enemies, which may not sound like the greatest. Like the damage that you see on the screen for a DPS, it's like, oh, it's not doing the most damage. But when I go and Misty knows this as well, when we go and throw that move in while people are fighting mobs in a raid or whatever we're fighting, it's like turning on the easy switch. Everything, not that everything like gets damaged easily, but it becomes easy to fight. You're not getting knocked around, you're not getting controlled, so you can just like throw your combos through all your moves, like there's no problem to do it while somebody's using that move. So it kind of helps to like get through, like, say, those boring sections of the game where you have to fight a lot of mobs. If you're trading back and forth using the flash trinket, you can get through sections of lots of little enemies very quickly because it just sort of makes it easy for everyone to fight. You can just burn everything. So
it's true, but keep in mind if you are a support role, just to keep an eye on what you're supposed to be doing. It's like I find that I'm not able to use it a lot in healer role. There are rare occasions that I can, just because you do stay in that like fist pump stance for quite a while. And that's great, but if you realize that everyone is dying,
yeah,
because
that's why it's great for DPS to be able to use that to help the group out. You have to be sort of tactical as a controller, as Misty's saying, yeah. Because if I don't throw POT out to the group and throw a heal or a couple of boost powers in between them, that's what I usually do. Is I'll throw one, let it go, up pot to the group, power over time, and then continue to burst power out to them. That way, overall, everything sort of goes a little bit quicker, but at the same time, like, I do have to pay attention to that so Misty doesn't run out of power.
I usually remind him, hey,
yeah,
needs power. What are you doing? All right, guys, so I think that covers everything for the Flash Trinket.
If you have any questions, like, about how to use this or what, like, if you're not able to get something, you know what I mean? Like, we're totally down to help you try to figure it out, guys. So
absolutely,
just let us know.
And thanks again to Spear for requesting this. And we hope you guys enjoyed it. Like, subscribe, comments, questions. Look for us everywhere because we like people and we want to hang out with you guys. So, all right, guys, we'll see you next time for more epic adventures with DorkNinjaGaming. Bye.
Oh.